Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome you all, distinguished guests, eminent scientists, academicians, researchers, agriculture professionals, students, and participants joining us from different parts of India and across the globe. We request all the participants to kindly keep their microphones muted throughout the program. You may post your questions and comments in the chat box. The inaugural ceremony for the International Krishi Manthan 2026 will begin shortly. Thank you for joining us. Very good evening to all respected dignitaries, distinguished guests, faculty members, scientists, researchers, students, and my dear participants. It is my immense pleasure to welcome you all to the inaugural ceremony of 30 Days Summer Nurture Training Program under International Krishi Manthan 2026. I am Deepthi Raj, event coordinator and your co-host for this evening inaugural session, and it is my great privilege to serve as a master of ceremonies for this prestigious international platform. International Krishi Manthan 2026 has been envisioned as a global knowledge sharing initiative dedicated to advancing the sustainable agriculture, climate resilience, agri innovation, natural resource management, food security, entrepreneurship, and scientific collaboration. This grand event is proudly brought to you by our visionary leadership team. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Shivendra Pratap Rathod, the founder and CEO of EcoFast Agri Solution, alongside Mr. Gurpreet Singh, the founder and CEO of Agriverse Green. Under their dedicated guidance, this training is jointly organized by our esteemed partner, including UGC, MMTTC Jodhpur, ICAR-CIPHET, ICAR-IISS Bhopal, RPCAU Pusa, and Vivekananda Global University Jaipur. Over the next 30 days, participants will have the opportunity to interact with eminent scientists, policymakers, innovators, researchers, and industry experts from India and across the globe. Today's inaugural session is particularly special as we are honored with the presence of distinguished vice chancellors, directors, principal scientists who are shaping our future in agriculture, education, science, and sustainable development. Let us begin with the auspicious gathering by invoking the blessing of Goddess Saraswati, the embodiment of wisdom, learning, and knowledge. To invoke the divine blessing for knowledge, wisdom, and success, I now invite everyone to please join us for the Saraswati Vandana. May Goddess Saraswati illuminate our minds and guide us towards the learning and excellence. Saraswati Vandana, please. and capacity building in the field of agriculture, principal sustainability, climate resilience, agribusiness, entrepreneurship, and rural development. This 30-day summer nurture training program has been conceptualized with the objective of connecting the students, researchers, academicians, policymakers, scientists, industry experts, and development professionals on the common platform where the ideas can be exchanged and solution can be developed for the future of agriculture and sustainable development. The program is proudly organized by EcoFast Agri Solution and Agriverse Green in collaboration with our esteemed knowledge partner, including the UGC Malavia Mission Teaching Training Center, ICAR-CIPHET Ludhiana, ICAR Indian Institute of Soil Sciences Bhopal, Dr. Rajendra Prasad Central Agriculture University Pusa, Vivekananda Global University Jaipur, Eco Climate Vision Kenya, Saran Agriculture Research Foundation, and Saran Welfare Foundation. Over the next 30 days, participants will have the opportunity to interact with the distinguished vice chancellors, directors, principal scientists, policy experts, international speakers, entrepreneurs, and industry leaders who are shaping the future of agriculture, climate action, education, and innovation. The aim of this initiative is not only to provide the knowledge, but also to inspire the leadership, encourage innovation, strengthen the research capabilities, and build a network for the future professionals committed to the sustainable development and agricultural transformation. As an event coordinator of the International Krishi Manthan 2026, I feel proudly to welcome you, each one of you, to this prestigious learning journey. I sincerely thank all our dignitaries, knowledge partners, organizing committee members, faculty coordinators, volunteers, and the participants for being a part of this remarkable initiative. With these words, let us now proceed to the guest of honor session, which begin the learning from some of the most distinguished personalities in the field of agriculture, science, education, policy, and sustainable development. Our first distinguished guest of honor is Ms. Miriam Akini from Eco Climate Vision Kenya. It is my great privilege to welcome Ms. Miriam Akini, an internationally recognized advocacy and social behavior change strategist from Kenya. Ms. Akini served as a Chief Executive Officer of Eco Climate Vision Kenya, where she leads transformative initiative focused on the climate education, environmental awareness, policy advocacy, community engagement, and climate resilience. She is also a founder of Miraki Communication Limited and the Health Pulse platform dedicated to strengthening the public communication and social impact. Her outstanding contribution to the sustainable development received global recognition when she emerged as a winner of the World Food Forum Youth Policy Challenge 2024, demonstrating the exceptional leadership in agri-food system transformation and policy innovation. Her work continues to inspire the young leaders and communities across Africa and beyond towards a more sustainable, climate resilient future. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm welcome to Ms. Miriam Akini. Ma'am, we are honored by your presence. May I now request you to kindly deliver your address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Uday, and good evening, everyone. Our distinguished guests, the chief guests, the vice chancellors that are around, and distinguished organizers, most especially EcoFast Agri Solution and Agriverse Green, and respected partners who have joined in this conference, the experts, faculty members, researchers, academicians, young innovators, and farmers who are participating. I greet you from Kenya. I'm so privileged today to join the inaugural session of the International Krishi Manthan 2026. Please bear with me. I may find it challenging to pronounce some words because I'm not familiar, but I believe that I will try my best to make the right pronunciations. Yeah, I sincerely commend the organizers of this platform that has brought together conversations around agriculture, climate action, innovation, and youth leadership. These are not separate conversations. They are interconnected, and they are meant to determine the future of our lives and also our planet. And as I'm speaking today, I would like us to remember that the future of agriculture is not only being decided on farms today, as it was in the previous years, but it is also in the classrooms, innovation hubs, in the laboratories, and it's being decided by young minds and young people like us who are on this platform today. And I would like to say that for many years, agriculture has been seen as a traditional sector. And we as young people have tried as much to distance ourselves because we didn't want to get dirty, like we didn't want to get our hands dirty. But today, agriculture is becoming one of the most innovative sectors in the world. We can mention as many technologies as we can. We can mention the artificial intelligence that is helping farmers to predict crop diseases and such. We can mention machine learning, virtual reality, the drone technologies that are helping in monitoring crop health, also applying pesticides and such where necessary. We will mention of satellite technology. We will also mention mobile applications. There are so many innovations and technologies around the world today that that are shaping the agriculture and the future of it. So yes, I would say agriculture is becoming smart day in and day out. However, despite all the advancements and there is a persistent challenge to every part of it, the whole sector, and that is the climate change. And across the world, would say that farmers are experiencing unpredictable patterns, weather patterns, unpredictable rainfalls, prolonged droughts, floods, and heat waves, and declining soil fertility. And I was just reading through, and while doing my research, I came to realize that many studies have confirmed that a rise in heat temperature, and I will use like India, for example, that it has been predicted that 1% increase in temperature will lead to a reduction of wheat production by 4 to 5%. And that calls us to step in and take climate action that will prevent us from losing productivity even as we go by. And we face similar challenges in Kenya, of course. In recent years, communities have experienced severe droughts, especially in some parts of Kenya, the northern parts of Kenya, we have experienced severe droughts. And in other parts, we have also experienced severe and unpredictable floods, and especially even in areas where there were no floods previously. And they have led to loss of livestock, loss of crops, and devastatingly loss of human lives. And for that reason, we need to come in and act so quickly, because if we don't take action, we as young people today, we may not even see the future that we want, and we may not hand over a planet that we want to the next generations. And so climate smart agriculture is no longer an option to every one of us, regardless of where you are, whether you're in Asia, you're in Africa, you are in Europe, you are in America and such. We are all obligated to do it in a better way currently. And this simply means that we need to produce more food while also adapting to climate change and protecting the environment for the future generations. So we are not just doing it for us today, but we're also doing it for the generations to come. But the solutions exist, and there are so many examples that I can quote across the continent, across the globe. And Specifically at EcoClimate Vision Kenya, yes, we do a number of things, including environmental education, capacity building, advocacy and policy engagement, and mitigation and adaptation initiatives. And I will speak of currently what we are doing is the implementation of the Green and Clean School initiative. In this initiative, we are promoting practical environmental education and also agricultural education to students in public schools across the nation. And secondly is establishing the green parks. And here we are focusing particularly on the establishing orchards within the school. And why we are doing this is because other than just climate action, we are also participating in ensuring food security. And we can do this at the same time. We plant the trees, but they are fruit trees that at the end of the day, we get food from it and also try to save our planet. And lastly, we are doing waste management. And this is not just waste segregation and recycling and such. We are so categorical on turning waste into useful organic fertilizer and chicken feeds. And this we do by composting and also the use of BSF technology. And here we are so intentional in training the young children, the school-going children with this and equipping them with these practical skills that they may transfer to the household and ensure that even at a household level, we are all participating not only in climate action, but also in ensuring food security. So like I said, food security, climate action, environmental challenges, these are inseparable conversations. And I'm glad that we are going to talk about them across throughout this summer school for the next 30 days. I can also mention of the promotion of the natural farming that is gaining momentum, especially in India, where farmers are being encouraged to adopt more sustainable farming practices that improve soil health and also reducing dependency on external inputs. And I came to learn of the PM-KUSUM program under the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, this in India, that is promoting the use of solar-powered irrigation among smallholder farmers and encouraging climate-resilient farming approaches across various states. And that is just but a few of examples existing. And of course, if you have interacted with the Andhra Pradesh Community Management Natural Farming Program, you understand that the use of natural solutions is very encouraged, especially in these times. And for that reason, many young people are coming back to agriculture because in all these examples that I've mentioned and many other examples that are existing across the world that I may have not mentioned, we are seeing many young people getting involved. And that is very important because agriculture needs young people. Globally, we can say that we are a youth we are a youth generation in the sense that currently the population that makes up the larger part of the global population are young people. And so if we are not getting involved, then that means we may not have the future that we want as young people. And I'm glad that today and the days to come, we are going to learn a lot of things that are going to help us as the young people in this generation to rise up again and build the future we want, a food secure future, a climate and environmentally safe future. The narrative has always been there that many young people view farming as difficult, outdated, and unprofitable. But I'm going to disagree on this because today, agriculture presents great opportunities of entrepreneurship, innovation, and climate leadership. And we've seen many young people taking up these spaces. For instance, currently agriculture contributes approximately 16% of the India's GDP, and supports livelihoods of more than 40% of the population. So you that is seated there, as well as myself, imagine the impact that it would create if young innovators and young people invade the space and develop better solutions, come up with better irrigation systems, come up with better climate advisory platforms, come up with better and more affordable solar technologies, come up with better digital marketplaces for farmers. It will be much more than the 16% that we are currently contributing as agriculturalists. So you playing a role means that you are not only, it's not just about food security, but it's also about the global economy. Yeah. So the next agricultural revolution may not come from the government office, but it's going to come from you as an individual, from myself and many other young people across the world. And as a youth-led organization, Climate Vision Kenya strongly believes in empowering youth and to become solution providers other than just observers. And we are so intentional about that. And through our work in climate education, reforestation, ecosystem restoration, climate smart agriculture, we have seen that young people, when they are given knowledge and opportunities, they create extraordinary change. And that is what we want for us and for the rest of the world. And lastly, even as I'm coming to an end, I would like to emphasize on partnerships. Yeah, climate change, food insecurity. The floods that affect farmers in India, they may be thousands of kilometers apart, but they are connected in global climate crisis. And that means whether you are in India or you are in Kenya, you're in Asia or in East Africa, we must work together. We need to work together, share technologies, share research insights, share innovations, and share hope. Yes. And I'm glad that the platforms, most especially the International Krishi Manthan platform, the summer school, is providing exactly that opportunity where we will be collaborating in the course of the month, sharing knowledge, exchanging knowledge, sharing innovations and technologies that are within our spaces. And from that, we are going to learn each other the best practices and gain what you can gain, so that at the end of it, we are going to create one whole revolution, agricultural revolution. I know maybe most of us will remember the agricultural revolution in Mesopotamia. How about we create a new revolution that is technology empowered, a new revolution that is run by young people, you and I, a new revolution that will ensure food security for billions of people across the world. That is what we want, and that needs us putting our hands together, putting our heads together. And over the next 30 days, I encourage each and every participant that let's do more than just attending the sessions. Let's challenge the assumptions that are existing, collaborate across disciplines, and build friendships that are going to help us in our different institutions and in our different organizations. And as Climate Vision Kenya, we welcome students and young people and innovators from India, from Asia, to come to Kenya for exchange program. And I hope that we are also invited to India for some exchange programs, more practical, other than the knowledge exchange program that we're going to have in the course of this month. And I want to thank each and everyone who is joining and wish everyone all the best even as we continue. And it's going to be a great week combining science with sustainability, technology with traditional knowledge, innovation with collaboration, and we are going to build food systems that are more productive, resilient, and environmentally sustainable. And I believe that at the end of it, we're going to emerge as greater than we are joining in today. I will leave you with this, that today agriculture faces a unique challenge of climate change, but it also faces a great opportunity of creativity and innovation of young people, you and I. Thank you very much, and I wish International Krishi Manthan 2026 a great success. Asante sana, Tumin, thank you. Jan Yavad. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your serving as a principal scientist at Indian Institute of Soil Science, Bhopal, and also an advisor in the Office of Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. A distinguished soil scientist and researcher, he has made remarkable contribution in the field of soil physics, agricultural sciences modeling, climate change impact assessment, waste management policy, and sustainable agricultural development. His academic journey includes the advanced research training in India and a PhD from the University of Queensland, Australia. Throughout his illustrious career, he has received numerous prestigious honors, including the Fertilizer Association of India Golden Jubilee Award and several National Young Scientist Awards. His expertise continue to guide policy formulation and scientific innovation for the sustainable agriculture and environmental stewardshipness. Sir, it is an honor to welcome you with us today. To kindly address the gathering.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are pretty much audible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the nice introduction. Currently, I'm serving as director of Indian Institute of Soil Science, Bhopal, which is under the aegis of Indian Council Agriculture Research, New Delhi. So whatever you mentioned, that was my past. So currently, so I work for the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India's advisor there also. Anyway, thank you for the. I was listening to my previous speaker. Thank you very much. Highlighting a few things that are very important, and the agriculture is facing today. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening from India. Those who joined from outside India, and thanks for the opportunity to talk to you. So, being a soil scientist and the director of a prestigious institute in India called the Indian Institute of Soil Science. So my, advisory talk or the remarks will be definitely on soil health and assessment monitoring and how to improve and how we can sustain the productivity of soils in long term. So a few things I will just share with you. So if I talk about Indian context, of course, you can relate it to the global context too. So if I say that India is a big country, of course, we have 329 million hectares of land, out of which 141 million hectares under cultivation. So looking at the size of the land, the types and the diversity of the soil types, particularly we have black soil, red soils, varieties of soils having different agroecological regions of the country. So what we expect a soil to be correct situation. So when we talk about productivity of any land, then probably think of the soil health. So soil health is prime important. We have to maintain the soil health to get better production. So when we talk about soil health, we talk about the physical, chemical, and biological properties. So when we talk about the physical properties, then what are those physical properties that has to be at the optimum condition in the soils so that it provide the optimum plant growth, be it water, aeration, or so is it bulk density? Is it something related to structural stability of the soil, or is it related to water movement? So that there are many issues we need to know. Similarly, for chemical properties, for pH, EC, organic carbon, available nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Similarly, for um, biological properties like biological activity, dehydrogen activity, no, those activities that actually sustain the lives, the microbes, particularly in the soil, because they are the most important element or living organism that is sat in the soil and that provide life to the soil. And they are so important that they almost do almost all nutrient transformation in the soil that helps in various nutrients to the plants. So when we talk about soil health, it means optimum supply of these, means optimum quantity of these materials or the property parameters should be there in the soil so that the soil become a living system and sustain life and provide not the ecosystem service as well as provide a medium suitable for plant growth. Yeah, a good medium. So when we talk about these things, are we really going for analyzing or testing the soil at regular intervals so that we could see that the soil's health is not deteriorated? So every soil parameters have their critical values. When it crosses that critical value, it will start, functioning the way it should have functioned. So what we are doing is because I am going to add a bit of soil health assessment, a bit of advanced tools. I will do that. So in that direction, will be okay. So my question would be, okay, if you are going for all chemical analysis of the soil, the laboratory takes a lot of time, money, and energy. So do you have any alternate source? Because when we talk about precision agriculture, we talk about advanced tools and techniques and AI application, then okay, should we go for all those chemical analysis? The soil is taking time and consuming a lot of money. So we switch over to alternate sources. The switch over to alternate means advanced tools and techniques, just like spectroscopic approach. So non-invasive method of determining the soil, be it near-infrared or mid-infrared spectroscopy. So that technology is really handy and will be helpful not only taking a lot less time, but also providing the opportunity to handle large number of samples at a time, and also it will cost less money. So similarly, these are one way. So similarly, if you want to maintain the soil in the present context, somebody has crop residue burning. So should we go for crop residue burning? If people are doing it, then what happens when you burn in soil? So the residues are burned. Somebody asks this question, can you throw some light on that? So I must tell you, when I talk about, just a few minutes ago, I told you about the biological properties of the soil, the living microbes. When you burn the soil, they are at the surface, because most of them are organic matter are there in the surface through it goes and they into transformation. In that situation, what happens when you burn the soil, they will die. So it has been seen that the number of microbes, those who were present earlier when the soil was not burned, when they burn the residue, then what happens? It takes about 7 to 8 years to come to that number of volume of microbes in the soil. So I mean to say that that means when you burn the soil, not only you emit greenhouse gas emissions to the soil, as well as these carbon sources, which are also having health hazards, but side by side you are deteriorating the soil property, soil health. So this is one we should not burn. So there are other alternate methods, because once you burn, there are alternate methods not to burn the residue. Can you go for this mechanization process? Can you go for this sowing with no-till seed drill, or maybe with a happy seeder? There are many alternatives available. You can go for without burning the soil, or you can go for sowing the crop. And it has been seen that it will not. You are not going to compromise the yield if you don't till the soil. So there are many options available. We call it conservation agriculture. You can keep the crop residue on the surface and plow the soil with minimum disturbance. You can go for it. Not only it will improve the carbon content, it will improve other microbiological properties of the soil, give you optimum crop growth. It will also increase the number of flora and fauna in the soil. So the soil becomes more healthier because of presence of this microflora and fauna as well as organic carbon improvement. So this is one way you can do that. So my question is, if you burn, if you don't burn, this is the difference. So the observe before you see for alternate conservation agriculture practices that will help you doing so. So now let's come to another questions about soil health. I talked about the biological part related to crop residue management. Now I am going to the chemical properties, and I want to tell you the soil health and the properties of the soils and the fertilizer requirement. If I give the example of India, because others are there. So are you going for application of the nutrients as required by the crop? Suppose you are going wheat crop. Based on the soil fertility status and the requirement of the crop, based on the variety that you have taken, are you going to apply that much of nutrient like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium to the soil so that the crop will give you an amount of yield of maybe 4 or 5 tons per hectare? So if you don't follow soil test based fertilizer recommendation and you don't follow that, what happens? Not only you are adding more fertilizer that's not required for the crop, side by side you are polluting the environment and having having lot of you are putting a lot of pressure on the exchequer. If the current Indian situation, if I talk about this, because most of the things, the fertilizer that we require, actually we are depending outside. So be it urea, be it subsidies is used, so the burden is low. So most important thing is that we should go for fertilizer recommendation based on the soil test value and the crop requirement, so that we can doing the right thing, not to use fertilizer that is not required. So one study recently in India, we did it. When you when you study the Indian scenario, Gaurav Gupta ji, aapka on hai. Could you please close it? You're muted. So what happens when you do that? Not only you rationalize your fertilizer application, you maintain the soil health also. So this is one way. So the other way is that you can go for by doing so you are reducing the fertilizer recommendation. So one study we conducted, and we have seen that around 191 districts in India, they are applying too much of fertilizer, mostly nitrogen. So when you follow these principles of applying fertilizer based on the soil test and crop response, definitely you are going to rationalize the nitrogen application in those districts. This is one way. So what we did, actually, we provided a document having GF, General Fertilizer Recommendation, for more than 700 districts across India for soybean, for maize, rice, wheat, and sugarcane. Now they are available. So based on that, government is rationalizing the use of fertilizer by the farmers. This is one important. Other important thing is that, can you go for alternate use of materials for fertilizer development? Because all the time, are you going for urea? Can you, or nitrogen or phosphorus from different sources? So phosphorus, can you go for rock phosphate or through manures, or developing alternate fertilizer materials for nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and replace to some extent, maybe 10-15%, so that you can develop those alternate fertilizer materials and use them, so that you have not only you reduce the import or dependence of India outside India. So this is one way also you can go for alternate fertilizer development and apply. Another is reduce the use of chemicals or nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. We can go integrated nutrient management, as you know, everyone. So you can go for integrated nutrient management. You can replace around 20 to 28% of chemical fertilizer with organic substitute, be it compost, be it enriched compost, or other materials. like that, if you go for integrated nutrient management, definitely you are adding more of carbon to the soil. Side by side, it also improves soil fertility. So these are the few ways when you go for soil testing, fertilizer recommendation, and addition of organics. You can not only improve the soil health, but also you are saving some money, not only for you, but also for the government, because government is depending on import of urea, all those things from outside. Side by side, you are also reduce the burden on the government about the on the fertilizer subsidy. So my talk about today is concentrate about soil health and fertilizer recommendation, and what steps we should take to reduce the fertilizer import, and side by side what research orientation we should go towards the development of new fertilizer molecules or new methods of fertilizer application, which not only improves the soil health but also reduce the dependency on fertilizer. So this is one way. Other way is this is one or two ways I talked about it. There are many ways that like precision agriculture, where water nutrient applications can be through IoT based device, all those things, so that drone applications, spraying, all those things, so that nanomolecules. What does it? It helps you to reduce, the loss of fertilizer or fertilizer nutrients or elements to the atmosphere, because it minimizes the loss and improve the efficiency. So one way is to reduce the loss to improve the efficiency in the precise way of applying the fertilizers. So these are this is also another way you can improve the efficiency. You know that nitrogen use efficiency is around 30 to 40%. You can still go on improving this. Similarly, phosphorus also and potassium. So for nitrogen use efficiency, you can what alternate materials use also, just like liquid ammonia, because anhydrous ammonia, that's anhydrous ammonia 70 to 80% nuclear efficiency. So India is thinking of applying that also in the soil, though there is a difficulty in the applicator availability, but still this is the best way. You can use ammonia directly into the field, apply at a depth of 20 to 20 centimeter before the sowing of the crop, so that whole crop growing season it can supply nitrogen. By doing so, you are also helping you also help in reducing the nitrogen loss to the environment side by side for the deep placement, and you improve the nitrogen use efficiency. So these are a few things I wanted to share with you. So thank you for very much for the opportunity, and thank you the organizer giving me the opportunity to talk to all the participants who are joining online. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightening address and valuable guidance. Moving ahead, it is my privilege to invite our next distinguished guest of honor, Dr. A.K. Singh. Dr. Singh is presently serving
Hello,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Can you please give me 2 minutes?
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
start with the introduction.
Okay,
Sure.
okay, go ahead.
Sure, sir.
कब भी काटते अरे नहीं कुछ ऐसे चाटता है धो के साफ करके दिए ऐसे चाटता है खेलने वैसे नहीं ऐसे खेलने गई चश्मे से डाटा तो जब तक चश्मे
University, Pusa, Bihar, one of the India's premier agricultural institution. As Director of Research, he plays a pivotal role in shaping the agricultural research strategies, strengthening the climate resilience agriculture, natural resource conservation, biodiversity management, and innovation-driven farming system. He has also been instrumental in fostering the collaboration among system. He has also been instrumental in the Research Institute, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, and farming communities to enhance the agricultural productivity and entrepreneurship. His visionary leadership and commitment to research excellence continue to contribute significantly to the advancement of Indian agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. A.K. Singh. Sir, may I request you to kindly address the audience with your speech. Over to you, sir. Sir, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, now it's okay. Am I
Yes,
audible?
yes, sir, you're pretty much audible.
Okay. Good evening to all of you, and thank you, ma'am, for a nice introduction. And as introduced by the madam, I am here, director research, working as a director research in Dr. Rajendra Prasad Central Agriculture University, Pusa, Samastipur. Previously, actually, I was at Indian Institute of Sugarcane Research, Lucknow, and I joined this university as a director sugarcane, because you know that here in the university there is a sugarcane research institute located in this university. After that, I joined as a director of research of this university, and presently I am looking for the all the research related activities of the university. So, with this in brief, just I wanted to tell you about the university, that this is the Central Agriculture University and the institution of the national importance. And the foundation of this university was, this is very old organization. And you know that this is the birthplace of Indian agriculture research and education in India. In the long back in 1905, the then Lord Colonel of India laid the foundation stone here at the Pusa for the agriculture research and education as a agriculture research institute. The institute worked on the wheat, sugarcane, rice, and other crops, particularly on this tobacco. But unfortunately, in the 1934, due to this earthquake, the all the buildings and laboratory was damaged, and the government decided that the for shifting of this institute to the New Delhi. Now you know that the presently the Pusa Institute, Indian Agriculture of Research Institute, located at Pusa, that was originally foundation was laid out at this place. So this is the university. Now this is Central University. Initially this was under the control of the state government. Now converted to the Central Agriculture University. We are working on the education, research and extension, all the three pillars which we know for the required for the agriculture research agriculture university. We are working, and presently we are having the 8 colleges on the different aspects like crop production, agriculture, fisheries, and the postgraduate school on this agri-business management, and one college we are having the horticulture college also. We having the almost 2,500 students from the almost every state of the country, and the first school of the natural farming is inaugurated at our this campus. We having the natural farming school, and recently this year the 20 students are passed out from the college school of the natural farming, and they have got the assignment letter from the different firms. One of the major program we have started Diksha Aram program. Now that was the in relation to the Guru Sis Parampara, traditional system of our India. So now that are working all the major projects, major crops, particularly on the rice, wheat, sugar cane, mustard, and the soil seed pulses. And all you know that the presently we are running almost 33 all India coordinated research programs, and we are also working on the mushroom. You know that the all over country, Bihar state is the number 1 in the mushroom production, and we having the advanced mushroom research center also. So, and the role of our university in enhancing the productivity, production, and awareness, particularly development of the Makhana research and development in the Bihar. Our university has played a very important role in the. And one thing, just I want to tell you that recently in Indian Institute of Ranking, we have our university got the 18th rank in all agriculture universities and 11th rank in all central universities. Uh, During the last year, we have got some of the patents we are having, like patents for the propelled rotary power paddy weeder and hand crank improved chakki. This is chakki the we have developed for the this making of the flour from the this millets. Hand tool for the okra harvesting. You know that for the okra harvesting, there was a thorns becoming problem for the harvesters. So we have developed a harvesting tool, hand tool for the okra harvesting, power driven device for the selling and hulling of the grains, particularly for the maize. You know that the our Bihar state is the cultivation of maize is the very important crop for the these states. So we have developed this hulling machine for the grains. We have developed mushroom substrate pasteurizer, which is also a patented, and multi-crop seeder we have patented. A solar-powered fish preservation and transport cart we have developed at this university. So we are having the fishery college also. So under the fishery, we have developed the, you know that the farmers are facing problem because this is perishable item. So we have developed this solar powered fish preservation and transport cart. Uh, Energy dense nutritive having balanced nutrition composition and process for preparation. Mushroom biscuit and preparation. We have developed almost 52 products based on the mushroom. So out of these products, we have patented some of the items like mushroom biscuit, mushroom paneer, and we having the these copyrights also related to the maize cultivation. One of that fodder maize we have one copyright, and one copyright we having the method of quantifying the organic carbon in soil. Presently, our university having the 16 kVK. Whatever technology we are developing from our university or the
बिना
technology
किसी
developed
ऐड के
from
अगर
other
चैनल ऐसे
institutions,
ना आए तो
we are
स्क्रीन
disseminating among the farmers by all through 16 kVKs. And we are also running some NICRA programs, some other outreach programs also like SCSP program and TSP program, and some projects of the CSR funding also we are presently running. One of the major program running at our university is climate resilient agriculture that is funded by the Bihar state government, that amounting more than 100 crore rupees, and we are just demonstrating several our interventions developed from the our university like raised bed planting and land leveling from the land.
This AI fucktoy makes you come in 30 seconds.
For
Create your
making
AI
efficient
fucktoy.
irrigation to the farmers. So one of the major at our university, we are under Rashtriya Gokul Mission, a very advanced laboratory we have developed at Pipra Koti Center, and that laboratory was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister in the 2020 on 25 and 24th February. We are also working on the Sugarcane Institute we having at this university, and we are also developed a modern jaggery laboratory also for the jaggery, because after present the agriculture, not only the agriculture of the production, presently the until unless farmers are getting more remunerative, more income from their agriculture, so that will not included in our task. Just a minute.
Sir, as we are lagging behind time, can you please book the session? Other guests are also waiting.
I'm sorry that my Honorable Vice Chancellor just called for important meeting because today our two ministers are there at our campus. So our HBC sir is out of station that he was wanted to take some information that how the program. Presently, you know that the all over India, the Ministry of Agriculture is also doing a Khet Bachao Abhiyan. In Khet Bachao Abhiyan, the every minister and the scientist of our every agriculture college and university is going to the at farmers field, and there are some points they are telling to the farmers that how to save the soil, save their field. So accordingly, that they want to just have some feedback from our university because he is out of station. So I'm very sorry. So I will not much time that presently our university also having the agri unit, but because presently you know that the agriculture is the agriculture not only for the livelihood agriculture. This is the agriculture including the primary agriculture, secondary agriculture, and finally we could, from production, processing to the marketing. Until unless we will take all the three components of the particular components of the agriculture, so farmers will not be benefited. So until unless we can take the production, processing, and market. Presently, we are taking several programs related to the millet from production, processing, marketing. Several programs related to the jaggery. We are producing the sugar cane, processing at the jaggery and value addition, and we are selling these products to the different companies. Even some we have tied from the Khadi India and other marketing companies. So we have developed simply a model related to different crops, like for the sugar cane, for the millet, for the mushroom, for the honey bee, for the fishery. We have developed several models so that there is one college at our university, the Agri-Business Management College. So with the help of Agri-Business Management College, we are taking production, processing, and marketing, all the processes in a queue. So this is in brief about our researches, and presently we are involved in all the crops, the major food crops, rice, wheat, and maize, and we are also taking some researches on the oil seeds, because you know that presently our makhana, Bihar is there is a makhana board is developed in the state. So we are having the Center of Excellence on makhana also, and we have started work for developing some of the genotype, because in the makhana there is no particular variety.
Singh Dhakar. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Dhakar, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, Udaipur. Dr. Dhakar is widely recognized for his outstanding contribution to water conservation, dryland agriculture, and sustainable natural resource management. Under his leadership, innovative approaches in water use management, efficiency, rainwater harvesting, climate resilience agriculture, and farmer-centric technology have received widespread recognition. Recently, he has honored with the prestigious National Award for Arid Zone Hydroagronomy and Water Harvesting in recognition of his remarkable contribution to water conservation and sustainable agricultural development. His work continues to strengthen the agricultural resilience and improve the livelihood of farming communities across arid and semi-arid region of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our chief guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Dhakar. Sir, we are honored to have your presence, and it is my privilege to have you with us today. May I respectfully invite you to deliver the inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I'm audible?
Yes, sir, you are pretty much audible.
Okay. So thank you very much. And today you are inaugurating this International Krishi Manthan 2026. That is 30 days summer nurture training program. And 30 days are, I think, sufficient time for training of different aspects. I think Dr. S.P. Rathore and for Agri Solutions for giving me this opportunity to interact with the participants, particularly. Now, what we have to think for the future of agriculture in country, and somehow this particular in the respective states. All over country, I think the sustainable agriculture is a issue. How to sustain our productivity and increase production with the use of new agriculture technologies. And one of the thing that is the very great challenge to all the agriculture scientists and even faced by the farmers, that is the climate change. And lot of factors are there and we have to fight. And this year also there is some predictions for El Nino. So we have to think for that how in that situation we have to cope up for that. We have to make this contingency plan according to the area. And another field is that agri innovation technologies. Now we have this AI and ML system, and we have to think for this new agri innovations and new technologies. Particular, there is a lot of researchable issues in the drone technology, which is the technology for the future, and will may be used by the farmers and in different ways. So we have to think for this drone, agri drones should be farmer centric, farmer friendly. Particularly, we have some researchable issues in drone like this, how we go for this high speed winds and carrying capacity of drone maybe increased. Like that, particular this droplet size and nozzle system. We have to think for that. Another one is that whole over country and Honorable Prime Minister has launched this Khet Bachao Abhiyan. So we have to think about our soil fertility, soil sustainability, and soil productivity. And by this Khet Bachao Abhiyan, this we are convincing the farmers for the soil health card. So we have to think for soil health card. Accordingly, we have to use this fertilizer and other things, and we have to switch over. There is a lot of problems by using the large quantities of pesticide and fertilizers. So now there is a lot of problems, particularly with the residues of these pesticides and creating a lot of problems by creating many diseases. Uh, so we have to think for this organic farming, natural farming. At least if a farmer is not going for adopting this 100% organic farming or natural farming, he has to think for his family particularly. At least he has to execute the growing of different crops or food items, vegetable fruits, particularly for his family, at least. And we have to move, and this is the only solution for future. Now, I think one another core area, and you have to discuss in the 30 days, that is the marketing revolution in the country should be there. Lot of revolutions we have, but now we require this marketing revolution. So, marketing of the produce, particularly this organic farming produce. So, this we have to think for this setup of different organic markets, their prices, and compatible prices in the market. So we have to also discuss about this. And one another thing is agri entrepreneurship. This is the very much core area, and we have to develop the youths, particularly they are working in the agriculture sector. This agri startup or agri entrepreneurship, we have to give some financial support in different ways so that they can make their own entrepreneurship. And lot of farmers are doing such agri entrepreneurship. So again, this is the we have to think for the job giver rather than job seeker. And in that area, this skill and development is very much important. So we have required lot of skilled manpower in the agriculture, not only in agriculture but in other sectors also. So there is should be a integration with other sectors like polyhouse repairing, multi-story farming, and hydroponics and other things. So we have to integrate with other sectors, particularly the solar energy. This in case of this water management, we have to adjunct canal water management system, then sensor based management of this canal water regulation. So lot of work we have to. So this organizer, I think for this, and this is the need of the hour, and particularly our agriculture university, Maharana Pratap Krishi एवं प्रौद्योगिकी विश्वविद्यालय Udaipur is doing a lot of work on different aspects, as we have this 3 agriculture colleges, dairy technology college, engineering college, then community science college, fisheries. So we have to think for that our students should be skill oriented. So in national new education policy, all these things are covered. So we have to execute this program and particularly trained the youths in these fields, and hands-on training should be there. First, you are doing this 30-day summer nurture training program. So all these aspects, I think, the organizers will cover all these things from the expertise persons, and naturally this will be a benefit to the youths, particularly in the field of agriculture, even farmers, and to the academicians also. So this is I think congratulations to the organizers for organizing such a uh, very nice this Krishi Manthan program in 30 days, and you will cover all the aspects. So thank you very much for inviting me and sharing my views with the audience. So I think this will be a very much good program. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring thought and the valuable guidance. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwale, Director of ICAR Central Institute of Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, Ludhiana. Dr. Kotwaliwale is an accomplished agricultural engineer with degrees from JNKVV Jabalpur, Rajasthan Agricultural University, Bikaner, and Oklahoma State University, Stillwater, USA. He dedicated his career in agricultural research when he joined the Indian Council of Agricultural Research in 1993 as a scientist. Presently, he is serving as the director of ICAR-CIPHET Ludhiana and holds the additional responsibilities as director of ICAR National Research Center for Makhana Darbhanga and director of the ICAR Indian Institute of Maize Research Ludhiana. His core areas of expertise include the design of agro-processing machinery, computer-aided design, non-destructive quality evaluation of agri-produce, and machine vision application. Beyond research, his contribution to national policy making are exceptional, having helped formulate the national policy for the storage, procurement, and liquidation of crops like paddy, rice, wheat, and pulses, as well as advancing the post-harvest mechanization via the submission agricultural mechanization. He has authored around 100 scientific publications, 15 books and proceedings, and holds a 5 software copyrights and 2 patents. Recognized widely for his immense contribution, he has been honored with the prestigious ISAE Fellowship and Eminent Agricultural Engineer Award by the Institution of Engineers. We are incredibly honored to have you with us today, sir. I humbly request you to deliver your address to the participants. Over to you, sir.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening to all the participants. As I have been introduced very generously that I am representing 3 institutes. So I will be talking a very little bit about all the 3 institutes as well as the issues that we are addressing. So Central Institute of Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology is situated at Ludhiana with one or more regional station in Punjab itself. And here we are addressing the issues of post-harvest. We will talk about those issues a little later. The other institute is National Research Center for Makhana, which has started in 2023 as an independent national research center Earlier, it was working as a regional station of one other institute. And as the name suggests, it is primarily dedicated to makhana, but we are also working on other aquatic crops like uh, water chestnut, like lotus, and also fisheries along with this. So how integrated farming can be useful in that. The third institute that I represent is Indian Institute of Maize Research. That is also situated in Ludhiana with regional stations in Hyderabad and Begusarai in Bihar. So these three institutes, they are catering to different types of agricultural issues, starting with maize. This is probably the third most important field crop in India, and a lot of area in Bihar and Andhra Pradesh and Telangana and different states. A lot of area is there, and the production is increasing. We are this year we have produced 55 million tons of maize, which is a record by itself, and the productivity is also increasing. Although we are not very close to the international level of productivity, but our new practices, the advanced agronomic practices if followed, and hybrid seeds and improved seeds if they are used, then the productivity can easily be reaching to 6 tons per hectare, which is like double of what it is at present from the farmer's practice. So maize is one of the leading crops, which is not only serving for food, but also for feed, fuel, fodder, and fiber. So all these five different types of outputs can be extracted from maize. And feed is one of the biggest output at present. And as you know, that government has rolled out a policy for E20 petrol. So 20% ethanol is being mixed with petrol that we are getting. And this ethanol, majority of the ethanol at present is coming from maize. So maize, ethanol-based maize economy is coming out very quickly, and we have appropriate varieties which are suitable for ethanol production. We have varieties which are suitable for fodder crops. We have varieties which are suitable for feed crops. We have very good varieties related to sweet corn and other specialty corns also. And all in all, we are contributing into the maize economy very nicely. In fact, let me tell you that because of this ethanol that is being blended in petrol, we are saving almost 1.4 lakh crores rupees of import of petroleum product that we are getting. So this is one of the powerful economies, maize-based economies, and those farmers among you who are interested in maize-related issues, maybe for the next 30 days there would be some good lectures on maize, and if not, then still you are welcome to visit our centers in Begusarai or Hyderabad or at Ludhiana, the headquarters. The other one is makhana, which is one of the fastest growing economies, crop-based economies, you can say. In last 7-8 years, the price of makhana has increased by almost 7 times. The area which was 15 years ago, which was something like 10,000 hectares, now is coming to somewhere around 45,000 hectares. So majority of the makhana, as you know, is being grown in Bihar, but other centers like Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Assam, they are also coming out. Some part of Odisha is also coming out, and we are also trying makhana cultivation in some old traditional places like Jammu Kashmir and some other areas like Andhra Pradesh and even Rajasthan, Gujarat, Western Punjab. So we are now we are conducting research to cultivate makhana in these areas also. And makhana, as you know, is an aquatic crop, and it is very difficult to cultivate. and harvesting of seeds is difficult, popping of seeds is difficult. All these activities, they are very much drudgery prone. And NRC Makhana along with ICAR-CIPHET Ludhiana, we have developed technologies for production of makhana, or rather I will say the seed collection of makhana, and already a technology has been licensed. And this year I am expecting that mechanized harvesting of makhana seeds would be visible in some areas of Bihar. We have introduced makhana popping, mechanized makhana popping a few years ago. In fact, in 2, 3 years ago only, and it has picked up very fast. And I am happy to tell that there are almost 100 partially mechanized makhana popping system, and more than 30, I can say, are advanced mechanized makhana popping facilities are available in Bihar now. And these technologies have been given by ICAR-CIPHET, and they are available for demonstration as well as for incubation facility in NRC Makhana at Darbhanga. So we have a pilot plant available in Darbhanga as well as at Ludhiana. Those who are interested can always visit these places. We are also conducting trainings for the operators, machine operators, as well as makhana cultivation, different operations, different doses and agronomic practices, everything we are teaching to farmers. Along with makhana, we have developed, and in makhana, I can tell you that in 2013, we came out with a variety. So earlier, makhana used to be cultivated in ponds only, but now it can be cultivated in fields with around little more than half a meter water submergence. And Swarna Vedehi is one of the varieties that we introduced in 2013, which is giving a very good yield in the field condition as well as in the pond condition. And very good makhana comes out. With the mechanization, the quality of popped makhana has become very good. We don't get any kind of flat makhana. All the good quality makhana is coming out. And as I was telling that other than makhana, we are also working on water chestnut, that is Singhada, and 2 new varieties of Singhada. These varieties are thornless varieties. One is green and one is red. They have been developed by us, and now they are being popularized in not only in Bihar, but we have recently done a good experiment in Jammu Kashmir also in Bandipur. So, so this way we are working for development of aquatic crop, and along with makhana or Singhada, you can also have fish. So it could be an integrated farming kind of situation for which we have developed technology. We have identified the fish varieties, and we have identified the technique how to cultivate these 2 things together. So this much about makhana. Coming to the second part of agriculture, that is after the harvest. Let me tell you that post-harvest losses in this country are huge. They are to the tune of 1.5 lakh crore rupees per year. And this is also considered to be a quite conservative estimate. And this is only losses that goes from farmer to retailer. And there is a second part that is called waste. So we call it FLW, food loss and waste. This could be a very huge amount, maybe in the tune of say 3 to 4 lakh crore rupees per year. The waste has not been estimated scientifically, but the losses have been estimated by us and awarded at a later stage. And this is what I'm telling, that 1.5 lakh crore rupees per year. And then there is a wastage that is from the retailer up to the consumer, which could be also very huge amount. So our aim in the CIPHET, or Central Institute of Post-Harvest Engineering and Technology, is to reduce the post-harvest losses. The different techniques or technologies we can use, how we can use cleaning, grading, sorting, and how we can develop techniques which are reducing moisture content in the field itself. in the field itself, and then how do we use different machinery so that the produce is processed in the farm itself and in an appropriate time, within an appropriate time, and so that the losses are less. Even the losses during processing, losses during storage, how storage should be done, what moisture content, what are the air quality, what type of environment should be used, what type of packaging material should be used, what type of gases can be given, what type of sensors can be used to monitor. So all these things we are working. And then next part is processing or value addition. When you do a little bit on anything, like even cleaning, grading, or sorting, or doing washing, so all these things, they add value to a product. So we are working on different types of machineries and techniques, that how a product can get added value, so that the farmers or farm-based small industries, they can get more benefit. They can have a better economic proposition for them. And not only they work as a farmer, but they also become an entrepreneur. We have seen that during 2022, we did a survey, and we found that those farmers who are having another business of processing, post-harvest processing, they were the one who could double their income compared to what it was in 2018 or 19. So within only a span of 3-4 years, once they started processing their product, once they started packaging, and once they started some kind of processing activity, they could double their income. And not only that, but they could also have employment, year-round employment. So these are some of the advantages for which we have different types of technologies. We conduct trainings for different types of stakeholders. We give them business incubation support, and we also give policy support to government in terms of developing conducting different type of studies, and giving protocols for storage, for quality evaluation. And we also are into the testing testing of machinery and product. So we have an NABL accredited food testing laboratory. We have a nationally accredited machine testing laboratory. So these different activities we are doing for the prospective entrepreneurs, and not only farmers, but especially the youth. And I am very sure that in coming days, I'm very sure that out of these participants, what I can see, somewhere around 120 participants are there. So out of these, many of them are young, and they are looking for some kind of business opportunities. They have a agriculture background, and they want to enter into some kind of business. You are very much welcome to ICAR-CIPHET Ludhiana, or ICAR NRC Makhana Darbhanga, or ICAR Indian Institute of Maize Research Ludhiana. Come forward and get additional information from us. You can also search us on the Google for our website. A lot of information you can get from our websites also. Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me this opportunity to interact with all these people who will be there for next 30 days. I wish you all the best for the coming 30 days. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable guidance. It will be very helpful for us. Moving forward, it is indeed a matter of great privilege to introduce Professor Rajesh Kumar Dubey. Professor Dubey is currently serving as the Professor of Director of UGC Malavia Mission Teaching Training Center at Jai Narayan Vyas University, Jodhpur, an internationally acclaimed environmental biotechnologist, educator, researcher, innovation institution builder. He has devoted more than 25 years of advancing higher education, biotechnology, entrepreneurship development, green technologies, and academic innovation. We have a special message from our esteemed guest. while urgent prior commitment have prevented him for lodging into our live interaction platform directly today, his blessing and encouragement are very much with us. He has kindly shared an official voice message expressing his support for International Krishi Manthan 2026 and our 30 days journey. Can we have his audio message, please? Mono, it's not audible to us. Moving forward, I would like to share an important update regarding our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Rajbir Singh, Deputy Director General, ICAR, New Delhi. Due to an important high-level meeting with the Honorable Minister today, he is unable to connect with us this evening. However, recognizing the immense value of this training program, he has gracefully consented to join us live any other day to share his vision address with us and all the participants. We look forward to welcome him then. Arrive at the conclusion of this memorable inaugural ceremony, it is my privilege to propose the vote of thanks. On behalf of our entire organizing fraternity of International Krishi Manthan 2026, I extend our deepest gratitude to all the distinguished dignitaries who gracefully accepted our invitation and enriches this platform with their valuable presence and inspiring words. I express my sincere gratitude to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Pratap Singh Dhakarji, Dr. Nachiket Kotwaliwala ji, Professor Rajesh Kumar Dubey ji, and Dr. Rajbir Singh Brar for sharing their wisdom, vision, and invaluable guidance with us. I also extend heartfelt thanks to our distinguished guest of honor, Ms. Miriam Akini, Dr. A.K. Singh, and Dr. Manoranjan Mohante for contributing their expertise, experience, and global perspective that have greatly enriched the today's session. Our sincere appreciation goes to all the knowledgeable partner, collaborating institutions, academic organization, research institute, and the supporting agencies whose trust and cooperation have made this initiative possible. I would also like to acknowledge and thank EcoFast Agri Solutions efforts behind the scene ensures the successful execution of this inaugural meeting. A special words for the thanks to all the participants who have joined us from the different region of India and across the globe. Your enthusiasm, commitment to the learning, and active participation are what truly give meaningful initiative such an international Krishi Manthan. As we embarked upon this 30-day summer nurture training program, I encourage every participant to make the most of this unique opportunity to learn from the leading experts, engaging in meaningful discussion, and build lasting professional network. I am confident that the knowledge, insights, and inspirations gained during the journey will contribute significantly in your academic, professional, and personal growth. Once again, on the behalf of International Krishi Manthan 2026, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who have contributed to the successful today's inaugural ceremony. Thank you for your presence, your support, and continued encouragement. Wishing you all for the productive, enriching, and inspiring learning experience ahead. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.